This is an interview I've been looking forward to. Jalen Haynes next up on our Summer Access Tours. We wrap up, I believe, the 5th full week of practice, 6th week technically of our Summer Access coverage. And, you know, this guy, he shows no personality at all. So, I think this one's going to be a struggle.
Yeah, it might be a struggle. It might be a little struggle.
Jalen, I know we get you fresh right out after a workout, which I
Yeah.
know is grueling, but how'd you describe just the summer at this point for you?
It's been fun. It's definitely been an experience. Getting used to playing against bigger and stronger guys is definitely something I look forward to. And, it's fun so far. So.
You have shown your personality a ton this summer. Of course, I was jokingly in your interview about you showing no emotion at all. But, how important was that for you really from the get-go to be like, I want to show – look, there's a lot of basketball skills that you want to show too. But just in terms of being a good teammate, bringing good energy, how much of that was a focus for you coming into the summer?
It's really been a big focal point for me, just showing people who I am outside the basketball court. Not a lot of people get to see me outside the basketball court, but, I like to troll my teammates, and I like to have fun. I like to show them that, I'm with them. And so, it's really been a big thing for me to show my personality.
What's been the best part of you guys as a freshman class? It has seemed that you, DP, and Luke have all gotten along really well
for sure.
and have bonded well here over the summer.
Yeah. Our apartment, it gets rough in there. We like to throw stuff around, but, those guys are awesome, man. They're a lot of fun to be with, we're all freshmen getting used to it. So, the fact that we're all together in the same apartment, get to learn the same experiences is really good.
You talked about being a freshman and, of course, getting used to it, the physicality, the workout pace, all the above. What would you say has been the biggest hurdle that you've had to go through here in the first over a month now as we're into July?
Definitely the physicality part. It's different. All these guys are Division I, so, they're really good at what they do, and they're really physical, and some of these guys have a lot of experience. So just going up against them and their physicality has really been a big struggle for me. But, play against them every day, you get used to it, so you got to learn how to play around it.
How do you not back down from it? How do you continue to take that on as a challenge? Because it seems just from my spot, you do take it on as a challenge,
for sure.
And it brings out a really good competitive fire in you.
Going after. It's just. At the end of the day, it's basketball. Not being afraid to do anything. It's just bigger guys, stronger guys, better guys. So, it's just you let to play the game of basketball. So you gotta, take it to them.
Hey, there's been flashes, though, that you have shown of man, you can see exactly why you were brought here. What are you proud about outside of the stuff that, the energy level and everything that we know you can bring? What have you said, man, I've been impressed with what I've been able to do on the floor when you've had that opportunity?
I feel like I'm learning a lot, from all these guys. Like I said, from the experiences, I'm learning a lot. And so I've been really proud of, just being locked in and learning from all these other guys, learning from the coaches, learning how to play the game of basketball at the Division I level. So I've really been proud of that.
Who have you, and I know it's really hard maybe to pinpoint one guy, but who are guys that you've gravitated towards to pick their brain and learn from most this summer?
Definitely Prince. He's been mentoring me, just giving me advice. He's played at Seton Hall. He played at Boston College. So, he's had a lot of high major experience. So, just learning from him has probably been the best thing for me.
What's the biggest thing you have taken away from him?
Just staying poised. A lot of freshmen, when they get first into the workouts, they're just all fast. And, sometimes you got to stay poised and, just be calm and not get too excited to do anything.
What's a skill set of yours as the summer has gone on and developed that maybe wasn't a strength a month ago, but you can sense being able to work with all the different coaches, being able to learn from guys like Prince, you're saying, and it's starting to become a strength of mine?
I say my defensive IQ, just learning the game at a higher level. I really feel. I've watched a lot of film on defense. As they said the other day that we've been watching Houston. They're a really good defensive team. So I've learned a lot from, just how to pick the lanes and how to maneuver through the defense.
You talked about defense. That has been a major point of emphasis this summer for the program.
For sure.
I know terminology and the IQ piece that you were relaying to can be a mountain to climb when it comes to it, but what have you enjoyed about that mountain to climb of learning the defensive scheme that Coach Hawkins and they really want that to be the DNA of this team this year?
It's something new, so I just like to learn new skills. Coach Hawkins knows a lot about defense. He knows a lot about the game in general, but that's just a skill that I've learned, and yeah.
Throughout the summer, what has been a part of the workouts that you have latched onto of, man, I really enjoy this aspect when we get to work together as a team because it continues to push you and make you grow as a young freshman?
Us playing 5v5, 4-on-4, 3-on-3. I just love competing. I love seeing other guys' energy. Us talking smack to each other. That's the game of basketball that I love. So.
But you don't talk at all. Like it seems like you never open your mouth.
I talk when I'm doing good, but when I'm not, ain't nothing for me to say. So I try to keep it even balance for me.
You gotta learn that from Drew Steffi a little.
Oh
bit.
my God!
Even when
Drew.
the shot may not be falling a little bit, Drew still gets his voice up.
Yeah,
there
Drew definitely. Yeah, he's a big talker, but he backs it up with how he plays. So.
Out of the new guys, you're part of that new group that comes in, of course, the freshman class. And we talked about the freshman class, but guys who maybe don't have experience here but have played elsewhere, we've talked to many of those guys this summer, like even on Isaiah Stafford, Kelron House. What have you seen from those guys that you can latch on to and pick their brain on? You've talked about Prince earlier, but just within those group of guys who have played and played at a high level.
Me playing against him on defense, they really know the game. Isaiah's a grad student, and Kelron came from another school. So just playing defense against him, learning how they play, learning how Division I point guards play has been it's been a big thing for me.
Again, you weren't here last year, but Damian Mayo was no doubt a key leader on the team a year ago. Coming back this summer, what has he done in a leadership role to welcome you in early, and what do you enjoy about his leadership style?
I'm out there. Sometimes I'm out there struggling, and Mayo's the first one to come to me and teach me, hey, this is what we do, this is how we do it. And so, his leadership's really been a big thing for me as well. He's been taking control over the team day by day. So, I applaud him for that.
It's been an area too, Jalen, that we talked about in all our different interviews of, yes, Mayo has a big voice. Drew's voice has no doubt been more heard this summer than it was a summer ago.
For sure.
But there's still a lot of different voices that you'll hear throughout a practice. Yeah. How is that beneficial, especially being a young guy when you're starting to learn a lot of these guys? You have your one or two probably main guys, but there's still many guys who will grab you aside or vice versa.
That just shows you what type of team we have. With everybody talking, the communication is just A1. And so, it's you want to play for a team that communicates, So it's just one of those things that are really good for us.
As you look towards for the rest of your summer, what are internal goals now that you've had a month underneath your belt? What do you internally want to accomplish here in this next month here in July?
Definitely get stronger and continue to develop, learn the game day by day, just, little minute things that I can take away from each player. And so that's really one of my goals, just keep developing, keep being a better player than I was the other day.
And continue to be a troll?
Sure. Always. The trolling is a lifestyle. They say there's no off switch. It's just how I live. I got to have fun. You have one life, you got to live it.
It is, and, through, of course, interview with Luke, he talked about it. DP did a little bit.
Yeah.
You're starting to become a little bit of a TikTok sensation. I don't know if Luke is necessarily the pull in his TikToks as much as some of the shenanigans, I guess we can say, that you pull in them. How much do you enjoy that process of being pulled in to the TikToks of Luke Walsh?
We just did another TikTok the other day. He waited. We were in the locker room, and then there he goes right there talking. But we were in the locker room the other day, or yesterday actually, and then I was on my phone, and then Luke was waiting on me to do a TikTok for 15 minutes. So
that's commitment now.
That shows dedication, definitely.
Hey, I want to get you out of here on this note, Jalen. You guys have talked about the chemistry level. You even hinted at it. What gets you? I know you're a Division I college basketball player, and that means a lot to you.
For
and
sure.
that alone
definitely
gets you out of the bed with a smile.
Oh, yeah.
But what really gets you to look forward to the hard grind of these workouts with these guys? What is it about the team that gets you up every day where there's not been very many days where you guys have come to the gym and you see a lack of energy, or man, this is about to be some drudgery?
We have a really good team, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. To hang one of these banners. I really think that we can do it. It's going to take a lot of grind, a lot of grit, and so I'm really looking forward to that.
Jalen, appreciate the time, big boy.
Thank you so much.
Once again, that was Jalen Haynes. We got more coming up next week for our Saluki basketball coverage here in 2025.
Yes, sir.